Hell Survivors Paintball Playfield, the longest running paintball playfield in the world. We offer many unique outdoor playfields and the ultimate paintball and airsoft experience, including on-site camping and our very own Hell Survivor Tiki Bar. Hell Survivors features the best scenario and big games in the world, like the legendary monster game featuring thousands of players from around the globe. Hell Survivors also specializes in paintball and airsoft parties for kids. Money-saving packages make it easy, affordable, and fun. And while you're on site, check out the new Exotic Sports location. They will beat any advertised price on any paintball item from any paintball store. Just bring in your best deal and we will beat it. Get started at hellsurvivorspaintball.com and let's wargame.
Out there.
Good evening, everyone. We are coming to you from, I am coming to you from FULDA GAP, North Carolina, Command Decisions Paintball. I am adding the topper to my evenings, what do they call them, libations? I don't know. How we doing, Preacher?
I am doing great, man. A little jealous that I wasn't able to make it out to that game, because here I am. I'm like a fan.
We're asking.
Dude, I'm like a fan sitting at home watching everybody's Facebook feed like, damn, can I get an update? Like, I keep seeing Jacob go live in the tank, I'm seeing everybody posting them getting together, and I'm like, oh, fudge, dude, this is so sweet, man. I wish I was there. Congratulations to Desi, man. I was following his feed on Facebook, and
Good
whatnot.
Evening,
so, oh, man, yeah, no. From the time, everybody started getting there until, in fact, just a little bit ago, super jelly about that. Looked like a great time.
Just so if anybody knows anyone who is still here at the field, no one leaving the field. The road is completely closed down. Everyone is stuck that is left. There's not a lot of people left, but leaving here, there was over an inch of mud put on the roads. From everyone leaving here. Oh, dude, we got some hellacious rain. You'll actually probably see some of it in the footage later on that we're going to pull up. But there was some hellacious rain. And the ground's solid, but the first couple inches is not. So it became this muddy, red, poop-looking, colored. Oh my God, it's so much fun in the side-by-side. Oh,
yes.
I had roosters everywhere after mostly everybody left. It was some fun. But it added that much mud to the front that fire trucks are all out there. They got the road completely closed, and they're running hoses down the side of the road. I got the call from NARF that, yeah, this is what's happening.
Dang, that's so crazy. So again, this is at FULDA GAP, and where's FULDA GAP located again?
Taylorsville. It's at Command Decisions Paintball. 1 second, Lisa. No, Roger and George left a while ago. Narf is still, unfortunately, just got stuck, so he's going to be here for a bit. There you go, Taylorsville, North Carolina. Command Decisions War Game
Hi,
Center. And Eric Engler and Mamba, who I'm facing for Legends. So join the red side, guys and girls. Let's join the red side. Run the scenario, the game, and you got to be so weird about it.
So make sure you guys come out, join the game. Hey, looks like you can reach across the field and touch somebody with that thing. Dude,
that's 6 feet freaking long. Lisa says hi. That is 6 feet long. That is good good placement of the corner logo
that
there.
Is the largest size of the bong I've hit in my lifetime.
So here's a question with that, right? So I mean, clearly
Yes.
taking a look at that barrel, how did that affect the accuracy and range? Did it help you? What, dude? Tell me about this barrel.
So it's Wade put it together, the same one who did ours, Wade Hansberry. He did it just so he could do it, just cause. It actually is a T-shirt launcher. It is not. Metadine Havoc made 2 T-shirt launchers. Of course, Wade has one of them. It's got a bigger volume and an expansion chamber and deal in it. You can see how the body's a little bit different there.
Right.
And it's got the brake breech. So it is a little different than your normal Havoc.
Right.
It shoots about 5 feet further than the other ones.
Does it really?
That's what Wade always told us. There's some video that's going to be coming up. It probably not tonight, but in the future you'll see of it shooting. It's pretty damn accurate. I mean, the stuff he was shooting out of it, boom, it popped like crazy.
Well, yeah, because you're damn near touching them with it.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It just keeps going and going and going and going.
Holy crap.
Okay, we're done. Oh wait, no. Oh, there's the tip. Dude, that's a full-size canopy. Set up a couple clicks.
So the question is on this is, I don't see how in the heck he held that barrel cover on.
There's a piece of paracord. There's a piece of paracord running down.
Yeah, but it can't be running that far. Holy crap. Either way. Dude, that's freaking amazing.
So they did a little fundraiser, and they did a AT competition. Yes, I got to meet Mighty Midget. He definitely did. She's our people. Definitely. We had a good weekend, except for the mud. But they had a AT tank or anti-tank AT competition at the field. Wade ran it, and it had 3 different targets set out and $10 a try, and he had prizes and everything for everybody to give stuff away. Some really cool 3D patches, which I actually have one of them. Because I played. Oh yeah, here you go. Oh, and this is our favorite Mr. Roger Weber from Team Tags. Everyone.
Well, I'm sure he had no problem hitting those targets.
He tied himself.
He missed
for the marsh.
that one.
He missed a lot. Unfortunately,
You said he tied himself for what?
For the marshmallow shooting contest. You see this? There's marshmallows. You leave them out for 30 days. And then you have to package them individually, or they're not, so they don't stick together. So they're a little bit of a stale marshmallow, so they don't blow to pieces. But yeah, that was. And you want to Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Stuffy, and some rockets for winning it. Oh, look at this! Look at this guy! Hey, guess who doesn't have a seat? I had him bugged about this.
Where's your chair?
I had him bugged about that all weekend, and then I had other people asking him where his chair was, and he just kept looking like, "What? Huh?" That was fun. It was fun. He came a little early, didn't have a place to stay. We put him up for the night, and Harry Hibbler. And from that point on, I just gave him hell about where's your chair, Harry?
Hibbler.
Where's your chair,
So
Harry?
the story behind the chair with Harry.
He did break it, by the way. Anyways, go.
He broke it.
Yeah, he broke it. So it's in the garbage now.
Oh man, so I wish somebody would have said that. I would have had you bring it back for me.
Oh, I know where it's at. I can do it. I'll go grab it. I'll grab it tomorrow.
Do that.
I'll grab it tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
No, I just got the stink eye from
story
Momo.
with
Sorry,
Harry's chair. Okay, so the story with Harry's chair started at Castle Conquest out in Pennsylvania. Harry was saying that he was going to have his chair sitting up in the castle corner and this, that, and whatever, and was talking all this smack because he was a defender. And so myself, my son, Gremlin, Ninja Nurse, John Lee, said that we were going to we were going to find our way into the castle and we were going to take his chair. And sure enough, we worked our way up into the castle, and sitting in the corner of the castle is Harry's All-State chair. And so we're sitting there taking videos with it. Harry, we got your chair and everything else. And so it was so funny. It was so covered in paint. And so then we started making fun of him and stole it and then ended up giving it back to him. But so going into FULDA, he said, hey, he marked his chair safe from myself and John Lee. And so
It
little
didn't
does he
work.
know,
It didn't
we
work.
got some reach.
Yeah, it didn't work. Because I was telling everybody with him, I'm like, ask him where his chair is. Just out of nowhere, just if you please remember, please ask him where his chair is. Every time I went by the camp, I'm like, ask him where his chair is. And they're looking at me like, what? I'm like, just do it, please. Just do it. You know? And he was like, you suck. You suck. You know, there's the chair. It's over there. It's broken. You can take it back to John and get your money. Okay.
It's hilarious. That is so good.
Oh. Some of the stupid fun that we have, it's a family out here. We harass each other, but we still love each other and have a great time.
Man. So let's talk more about this game, man. Like what was it like?
This field is huge. It seems huge. Lot of tanks, roads and stuff. Well, actually, maybe we can do a quickie through.
Hey,
with
Dill,
the roads too after
pause it right there on that tank real quick. Can you get a sideways view of it?
Yes, it is what I think it is. It is exactly what you think it is.
Not really. I can try to blow it up a little.
No. I just wanted you to run it back just a little bit, so that way you could get like that side view profile of it. So here's the awesome thing about these tanks, right? Especially a game like FULDA. So each tank, like when you go to FULDA, like this is considered a heavy tank, right?
Heavy, yeah, yes. This is mobile artillery. So
when you get into paintball, you have your tanks, but like certain games like FULDA, they have what they call like a heavy tank. So this tank would take 2 rockets, if I'm not mistaken, to take it out, correct?
Correct.
And then you actually have like smaller tanks, which would only require 1 rocket, I believe, and whatnot.
Everything from what I understood, all of the tanks that were out there, which was like 5 or 6, I could be wrong, 2 rockets to take them out.
2 rockets.
One will stall them. One will stall them and stop them. The second one will take them out.
Yeah. So I'm telling you what, man. There's so much that goes into these tanks. So, for instance, for FULDA, in order to be considered a heavy tank, you got to meet certain requirements because obviously you don't want to get out with one rocket. So, like Narf was working on his, and Narf has a big green tank, which you'll see, I'm sure, later.
It'll roll through in here on this same video. Actually, you can let this video go a little bit, Dill. Go for it.
So, like the turret up top. The turret up top has to be able to, like the barrel that sticks out of it, like has to be so long in order to meet certain specifications on what they can blow up and things like that. On this tank,
he just got taken out right there. Another rocket came in. So you can see that the turret on the top, that's actually a rocket launcher. And another rocket launcher just took him out. So the gunner put the white tag in there. The white flag, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, and as you notice, you got the, hey, what's going on, Taryn? Also, as you notice, you got the ref carrying the shield. That's your tank walker. So each tank has to have a tank walker that's monitoring for, shots being shot out, but also shots being shot at it. And yeah, there's so much work that goes into these tanks. So like for these tanks, you got to be able to open the doors from the outside and inside. There's got to be a kill switch on the tank. So that way, if you're shot, the ref can kill your tank. From the outside. There's so much work that goes into these tanks, and it's absolutely amazing. So shout out to all these tanks that were out there, man, because I know the work
And
that
there
you guys
were-
put in, and it makes a difference in the game for sure.
Yeah. And there was different kinds too. There was, here you go. So you got Engler's midget Engler's tank, then you got Narf's tank. So you got some made out of cars, some made out of gators, some made out of work trucks. You know, that's an all electric one there. The last one is all electric. That's the
pretty
old
cool.
that's the old Waka Waka tank.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. That is
Yep.
so cool. So
Yep.
that's really cool so with the Waka Waka tank, that green one, it's actually originally started out being built for people with I want to say special needs, but special needs kind of sounds funny. Just I know like some people kind of look at it different, but it's for people with special needs, sensory issues, things like that. So that tank is actually like soundproof and whatever, so that way like it's not too loud for people with sensory issues and things like that. So that's awesome. I'm glad that tank is still out there and somebody took it and kept it in the game. So
Definitely.
and you said there was what? See that? Look at that thing.
See that thing? I never saw that actually on the field, but like I was saying before, you have a bunch of different. That was a pickup truck. You have a bunch of different platforms that people build the tanks off of. Like now at Hell Survivors, tanks to be at Hell Survivors cannot be an actual vehicle. So like Narf's Gator, it's allowed. This wouldn't be allowed.
When he says actual vehicle, he's talking like a car, a truck. I think the Waka tank would be allowed because it's not an actual vehicle, right?
No, I
but
think
that one wouldn't be allowed.
in there,
yeah.
But yeah.
So
and then look at this. Look at this. I mean, that turret is huge, but holy cow. Narf has been putting a lot of work into this, and I'll tell you what, it definitely paid off this weekend. I think it was one of the better performing tanks that was out there. He definitely did a lot of work. Had a lot of fun at Jacob Easter. Ooh, yeah! Check out these trails. Holy cow! These are some trails here. This field.
Jacob Easter had some really cool live videos from inside of Narf's tank.
Yep, and then I actually had 2 GoPros set up in there as well. So there'll be some future footage coming out to show off. But I am so glad I had the side-by-side here because this field, the terrain is unreal. It's a lot of fun. It's very interesting. God, it looks so dry right now. Holy cow. I can't believe that. We got wet. We really got wet the other day.
I was going to say, when was this one taken? Was this taken on Thursday or Friday?
This might have been Wednesday. I don't know. I've been here since Wednesday.
It had to have been early. But that is so cool. Yeah, see.
Multiple bridges. And as you can see, again, the elevations, just the different pillbox structures. Oh, this is Hamburger Hill off to my left here off to our left here as we're driving. There's just, and I think right here I go down the wrong way. No, okay, cool. I went the right way. That's Hamburger Hill off to the left. There's a spot. This road that dead ended, and it wasn't a road. I kept hitting it. That's stupid, but the leaf cover was freaking thick as can be. There were trenches and foxholes all over the place, these little cabin in the woods deals. And they had it all labeled out, like Route 10, Route 7, Route 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you could figure out where you were going if you had a map. But
so what was this game based upon?
FULDA GAP. The World War II, the Army's trying to get... Warsaw trying to get across battle across FULDA GAP. So it was kind of based off that, and they had their own things. They had a bunch of different stuff. That water stank so bad. Oh my god! I hit it the first time with George, and it just came up through the couple little holes that are on the floor, and it was nasty.
He's just saying it. He farted and didn't want to.
No, it sucked. I had my
No.
sandals on, so it was in between my feet. And anyhow, yeah. So it is NATO versus Warsaw. Obviously, like we were saying earlier, NATO won. But it's a decent size.
That's a steep climb right there.
That's a decent sized climb right there, and then that gets us out to the front. But then I think I go off on a different road here, off to the left, and route. What are we on? I can't read. That's so shaky. This is the GoPro Hero Black, mounted to a suction cup mount on the Lexon windshield of the side by side. So that is one of the reasons why it is so shaky. I'm sorry.
I'm sure
But,
this video
this
looks better when it's not kind of glitchy too. But so look forward to the videos that we post. We do post them on our TikTok. We also make posts on our Facebook, our YouTube. So make sure you check us out. Make sure you like and share the stream. And if you're really looking for some cool adventures, man, we travel all over playing paintball. Just to name a couple of places next year that we're looking at going, I'll be down in Florida. We'll be in North Carolina, maybe Florida again, out to, Indiana, Maryland, all kinds of places. So, if you want to check out some different fields and stuff like that, make sure you like, follow, and we'll show you all the fields that we go to. Here it was that Bill actually just left Hell Survivors up here up here, it's just north of me. I'm in Ohio, but up in Pinckney, Michigan. And so he went from Pinckney, Michigan down to, as you can see, down to North Carolina. And then your next stop is World Cup, right?
World Cup. You got it.
So,
you got it. Along with a lot of other people the people that have stayed overnight here, that are staying the extra day, it seems like they're all they're leaving and going right to Cup.
So make sure you guys check us out for all the cool games that we go to and where we'll be next. So going back to the game and continuing on with the game. So how did game start out what was a little bit about the gameplay?
The game started out this video footage here that is up is from the 82nd Airborne drop, Special Forces in the Airborne drop that happened at noon. Look at the size of this drop.
So let's see. We got Team Venom in there. That's Venom Strong all the way up in the front there.
Yep. So there were two of these ropes. This is the second rope. So the second rope was all Venom. And
that's pretty cool.
It was.
Why are they wearing those medical masks, Bill?
So if Orange Smoke, Agent Orange, was in the area, they dropped the orange smoke. If the orange smoke was dropped and you didn't have a gas mask, which was the stupid COVID mask, might as well have some use for them because they didn't work for COVID. I mean, whatever. Where's my frog sipping, Dill? Anyhow, they wear the masks, and those masks.
Don't do it.
Yeah, the masks. There you go. The masks let them go, and they were able to stay alive. They were their gas masks, basically. Hard as hell to breathe through them. A lot of people had them pulled down around their chins and stuff because, I mean, the humidity was pretty. There you go. The humidity was pretty strong. It was pretty heavy, even the first day before the rain. The rain kind of started 1-2 o'clock, I guess, and it was definitely enough to be annoying. The campsites got pretty much the worst of it. The field wasn't too bad wet, except the water got even stinkier. But the campground the camp area was solid ground, but the first couple inches were just the red soil of the area, and it looks like poop. Look at this.
There's some good guys.
Dude, I had such an awesome time sitting and talking with Blue. I sat and talked with Blue for a while, and then
if you would have been out at EMR, at EMR with us, you would have been able to talk to him all you wanted.
Yeah. I know. Next time. So it was great. So Mamba and I all weekend long were messing with each other, having a good time, helping out where we can. Mamba did a great job in command of this controlling and organizing this. But I had an awesome.
So what side was he on?
Blue was hanging out, just hanging out. He wasn't even playing.
What side was Mamba on? What side
Oh,
was
Mamba was running the game. Mamba was running the game.
Oh, was he? Awesome.
Yeah. He was one of the producers with Eric Engler. He was one of the producers
nice.
with Eric Engler. So as you can see, he's got 2 different radios in his hand, trying to keep everything straight. Love the guy. They did a great job. Awesome job. But I had an awesome sit down with Blue. It was cool, bullshitting and talking. And then we had a nice sit down. Shelly had a nice sit down too with him, and that we talked for a while. So it was great seeing Blue again. Definitely was.
Blue's an amazing dude, man. I remember when I first started playing paintball up at Hell Survivors, you know, they always came out for Monster Game. Mm-hmm. And it was always cool, you know. I mean, most of the time I was playing against them, so it made it fun for me. Blue's crew would come out, man, and they would put up such a fight that you were like, hell yeah, I want to go against these guys, because you know that it's going to be just a straight brawl all weekend long.
And then the way they were a family. They were together, you know, they're all different people, different ages, but they were together. Yeah. And that kind of a little bit of what I looked at and went, Mad Frog.
Yeah.
Let's try to make sure the team's a little bit like that. Somebody I definitely looked up to.
Oh yeah, he's
it was a very nice time. And then we had Narf, of course, with his Papa John's tank, his Pizza Hut tank. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. So yeah.
There we go. We got Dwan with the Nomads out there. That's pretty cool seeing his new stuff come out.
This guy come up to me at the Team Tags booth, and I'm sorry, I forget the handle, but he come up to me at the Team Tags booth. He was talking with Roger. He saw me talking with George, and he was like, dude, your TikToks are awesome. They're freaking awesome. So we gotta thank the guy in the background. Yes. All of us shoot the footage. We all wear GoPros and take a lot of footage of the grass and a lot of footage of the sky and stuff not going on. But the guy behind the scenes, Aaron Dill from AD Media, is the one that usually puts them together to make us look good. And this guy gave us a huge shout out at the event. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool when people, it's nice to be appreciated. What can I say?
You know what it is? By no means are we celebrities or anything like that. We're just players, right? And so it's cool when you go out to a field and somebody comes up and they're like, dude, we saw your TikToks, dude. Your TikToks are great, you know, and you look and you're like, oh man, thanks. I appreciate it, because you know, we do put work into making sure that we get good shots. It does take time to set up your cameras and all that other stuff, and then
we don't get anything for it, but the thanks.
Yeah,
it's
but the thanks, man, it makes you feel good, and it makes you feel like, you know, your other people in the sport are seeing the awesomeness that we're doing, and if they're enjoying it, then it makes us shooting it in what we're doing even more enjoyable and fun, because now we get to share the love for the sport that we have and show you guys a little bit of the goofiness that we're going through and what's taking place. So that's awesome, man. I love it when people are like, we love your TikToks, and it makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's good shit. It's definitely good stuff. But man, the people that were here, I mean, Simon was here. Oh yeah. Hey, and there's Roger in the background as well. Quick Shot ran the air here. I believe they were out at Legends this year. And there, again, you see Mamba.
There's my man Mamba.
Good times, good friends. You got, check this dude out, man. So you got those...
Solstice?
Yes. Well, used to be with Solstice, from what I understand. So now he's playing and having himself some fun. So that's him.
That's Dave.
Yep. And then you got Rabbit, which Rabbit pretty much runs the security and whatever. He turns the wrenches around here. And then this other guy.
And of course, we got Solo.
Who's that guy? Look at that guy. What the hell is it? No. We got Frosty. So yeah, Solo's
awesome
there.
Stuff, man.
And then here, the man, the myth, the legend, Wade Hansberry with the carbon fiber Havoc barrels. I do believe he still makes them. So if you want to look up Wade Hansberry on Facebook. You can send him a message. And
Hey, listen, I saw him when I was out in Maryland, and he had some barrels up for sale and stuff, and I was.
And it's not just the barrels with that guy. It's not just the barrels with that guy. He's got a pistol that
he's
he
a
put
good guy.
together.
He's a great guy.
Is a trumpet. He used all the parts from a trumpet to make a paintball gun. Okay, cool. It's neat.
Right.
It's neat shit. So there's definitely a very interesting group of people that you run into when you start getting into it to paintball. I think he does something with aircraft traffic control stuff or something. He's not a controller. He takes care of the hardware and stuff that they use. So obviously he has no mental capability whatsoever. Yeah, right.
All right. Yeah. So how did this game go then? How did it start out? Let's talk about some of that gameplay.
Well,
sorry I interrupted you and we went
I
off
have
the
to
trail.
say, yeah. I have to say, from what I noticed, pretty much I started doing media. I did media all weekend. I tried to get a lot of footage for Aaron and make him proud. And I walked into the Warsaw side, and they were really surprised about where the you see this over in the background here? Okay, you see this guy that's hiding behind these I don't know what to call those. But yes, right there. Like air compressor things, but where Aaron was just doing the pointer, that's a heavy artillery. So it's like it's a law. It's a rocket launcher, but it's on two wheels. So if that hit the tank once, the tank's out. But if a normal launcher hit the tank, it had to hit it twice. Okay. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that guy was placed in just a spot there in the corner to where there's some footage that'll you guys are going to see. I mean, pay attention to the social media, like, share, check out our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube, and all that stuff. Because the footage is going to come up where there was a really cool battle between the Goblin, which is Narf's tank, versus that heavy artillery guy. And that heavy artillery guy was nothing but a pain in their side all weekend. That guy did his work. He did his work.
They said that he got 20 kills.
Easy. So to go back to how the game started, when I got on the field and doing media, it was just shortly after the game started. And the people in the Warsaw area, as I was walking out, were very surprised on where the NATO side was. And the NATO side was run by Desi. And I got to say, from what I saw, they definitely pushed. Their side moved up. NATO was very aggressive all weekend. They doubled the points for the winning score. But the players on the NATO side played hard. They played organized to a point. Narf did something with the Goblin that I guess isn't done a lot. Like the tanks usually go out to the back and up in the roads and stuff. Well, Narf ran around that front area that's a lot wide open and allowed for a lot of push from the NATO side. I mean, there's footage where it's just waves of people coming over these bunkers and just coming, and I'm like, oh, okay, you're coming to play. NATO didn't come to mess around. But then again, NATO
definitely some hype going into this game, that's for sure.
NATO hasn't won in 8 years, so it needed to change, I guess. It's basically the way Desi had this going. So they worked their ass off. Warsaw gave them a hell of a fight, man, because shit was going down everywhere. When they did that 80-second airborne drop, when the airborne drop happened, we went by a Warsaw drop, and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to turn into this drop against drop fight. But the Warsaw drop said, oh no. And they just went, they were half the size, but they just said, oh no. And they went off and went over to the other direction. And then all hell broke loose because the NATO dropped. I got lit the fuck up. The back of my head, I 7 times. I'm like, oh, okay. I wiped it off.
Hey, you know why you got you know why you got shot 7 times in the back of the head, right?
Nice.
Because you should have had a marker in your hand and not a camera.
Camera guys don't get shot. I don't know what you're talking about.
No camera guys. They kept yelling at me, ref, move. And I'm like, who's he talking to? There's no ref. Oh, he's thinking it's me. I'm wearing my media jersey. I mean, he could have said, yeah, but anyhow. So, yeah, I definitely tried to put myself in the middle of stuff, which, I mean, if I had a better camera and I was able to have a good lens and, fancy stuff like Aaron Dill has, I may have been able to gain, right? I may have been able to step back a little bit, but I still would have got shot up. It was an intense situation when you had that drop. The woods up in there are just, they're thick and the terrain is varying and they have all the structures up in the right. It's a fun, it's a bucket list. If you guys haven't been out here to play, come on, check it out, play. Camping on site, a lot of vendors. It's a good old time. Definitely a good time.
So this is was this a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday. This was just a Saturday and Sunday, but there's plenty of stuff going on Friday. Everybody started showing up Thursday evening, really.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice being here a little ahead of time. Actually, I probably the next time I come back, I am definitely going to say, no, I'm parking up front here, so I don't have to worry about getting out. Because, I mean, honestly, as of right now, there isn't anybody else in my way, at least.
The bus is touching the ground. The wheels are all the way up to the bottom.
There's no mud where I'm at right now, but there's mud in front of me. And on the way out, it is, like I said before, it was so much fun with the side-by-side shooting the roosters. But it looks like it looks like I got poop all over the fucking side-by-side.
It looked like you weren't the only bus that was out there either.
Well, there were a couple other buses there. There was a short bus and another smaller bus, kind of like, fan size. But he was like, no, dude, I got a bus because I saw your bus. And I'm like, no, that's it. That's what we want to do. And then they've got probably like 6 buses on site that don't go anywhere. And they're the house teams. The house teams hang out. So
that's very cool.
Check out this retro glass that Shelly found at a garage sale.
The Robin glass that came from McDonald's, probably.
Yeah, probably sometime.
So do we want to talk about this at all?
Filled out with Mountain Dew. Oh, okay. We can talk about this a little bit. So anyways, FULDA GAP was a blast. But you see this here? We are actually putting together an instructional video on global conquest. So we spent some time out at Health Survivors and put together some media and stuff to try to touch on the different bases of the game that is global conquest. Because it is a 7-team game, and it's not a game that's really about who controls what. It's a game about money. Who's got the most money at the end? And how did you get that money?
It kind of is about who controls what. You got to control the most cash.
Yeah, you got to control the most cash. That's true. So we've got some how-to videos coming out here soon. That'll be, how to play the global conquest game. We've got a good theme, I think, going with it. And I don't want to give it away because I think it's going to be fun. But it's going to give you a little more idea on how the game works. Gold and the gambling, the rolling for the gold, See, here you go. Here's a little bit of a snippet from one of the videos. Boom, boom, boom.
Definitely one of the funnest games that I've ever played is Global Conquest. Again, I kind of touch on this because with Global Conquest, you can make or break alliances. You're kind of on your
This
own
is the
really for
game.
that. It's not so
Yes,
much dictated how things go. You as the players determine how this game goes. You determine if you want to make an alliance with somebody, if you don't want to make an alliance with somebody. Do I really want to get into a battle with this team, or do I want to let this team pass? And that's the crazy thing about this game. Like, there's plenty of times where I seen other people from another country, but I don't necessarily have to shoot them. My beef is not necessarily with them. So if they're fighting another country, cool. You go ahead and keep fighting that other country. I may assist, or I may just continue on my merry old way, and that's why I like this game so much. There's
There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways to win the game, and then the props and the social media aspect. So we've kind of done a little bit more of a. We're going to do a little bit more of a how-to videos of how the different things are, because it's more of
it's complicated.
It's a scenario game, but it's a role-playing game as well. I mean,
Yeah.
there's certain things involved in it, and it's not just we're going to go out and shoot people. It's more of there's more to the game than that. Definitely.
So this is obviously more of a question for off camera, but we're not commanding a team next year, are we? I think we're just actually going to be just regular players and not command a country, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't know, unless the queen wants to take control again. I mean, it's long live the king now. It's not the queen, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I look at it as I would like to be there to support people that want to run the countries next year, personally, but we'll see, man. It's a great game, and I love the game, and I love it a lot. So, if we were able to help another country, or help somebody that wants to get into command, and we teach them the ropes, that's
definitely, you know what? That's a good thing. Let's do a shout out right now. Reach out to us. If you're interested, you haven't commanded the game and you're interested in learning how to do this, you haven't commanded any game, give us a holler. Let us know.
And here's the thing, you gotta be serious about wanting to learn how to play the game and command the game. All right, don't just be like, I want to do this, and not want to put the work in. It's going to take a lot of work, and you got to be willing to listen and put in the hard work, guys. And
definitely be ready for the ups and downs of the game, because one minute you're doing great, and then the next minute you're like, oh crap. I have to say my favorite global so far was Mad Frog Militia was born at Global Conquest. It really was. Team Mexico, all of a sudden, everybody that was Team Mexico, Mad Frog, that's where the teammates came from.
Mm-hmm.
But not this last one, but the one before that, where it was the whole coalition thing that everybody put together, and man, they hammered on us hard, but we played the game, and we ended up winning because we played the game. We didn't just hammer. We didn't just take control. We found the gold.
Found the gold.
Social media, the extra props, and that's honestly, after we put out these how-to videos, it's going to let a lot of people know how we did things. But whatever.
And that's the good thing about it, because I feel like so the history with Global Conquest is Global Conquest had been at House for a long time. And then they took like a short, I think it was like a 5-year break with Global, 4 or 5 year break with Global, and did Armageddon. And Armageddon is completely different than Global Conquest. Armageddon had 4 teams. It was, it was a Mission Masters game. So, the way they did it is teams would switch sides. So, like 1 minute US would be with Mexico or Canada or whatever the teams were. I'm just throwing teams out there. So 1 minute US would be with Mexico for that mission segment. And then it would stop, go to a break, and then US would be paired with Russia. And then it would stop, go to a break.
It was fun in its own aspect, but it wasn't global. Conquest.
No,
see, because we used to have jerseys for every team. When you purchased your entry, you purchased a jersey as well. So spies. As long as you wore your ID placard, you could take your jersey off, but you switch to a different jersey. All
you
kinds
can
of stuff
with other teams too. Like, that's the crazy thing. So it was important to make sure you paid attention to what you tag check everybody that goes on the field with you, because you could insert with another country, wait for them to get on the field, and just annihilate them. Like,
we even went as far as having different tape. Like, we would go out and look for this exotic duct tape, and at the last minute switch, and that's the tape that everybody would have on their arm. And
so there's definitely a lot involved in it. So global
now we use team tags because duct tape's the devil. Okay,
right. But it took a break for a couple of years. I think it was 4 or 5 years. It switched. Well, then we got back into global again. And now you have a new generation of ballers that have been coming out to Hell Survivors, that have been coming out and playing for the last 3-4 years now, and that had never played global. And so now it's about learning all those new aspects. It's about teaching the players that had never played global before, that are now getting into global, how do you actually play this game? How do you actually make this game fun for you and everybody else? And because a lot of times people get upset with the game because they're like, it's so confusing. 1 minute I'm shooting at this country, next minute I'm being shot by this country. Why is that? Because they're used to 2-team games where red shoots blue shoots red. This is anybody can shoot anybody. Like, it's crazy. So it makes the game a ton of fun.
By the way, Brian, if you you go onto the YouTube, click onto the YouTube link, and you should be able, at the bottom there, you should be able to comment on everything right there from right when you click on the youtube.com link. If you can't, maybe you need to be logged in to make a comment. I don't believe so, but if I click the link at the top here,
you do need to be logged in. I'm not positive.
Okay, so right at the bottom, it gives me a spot to where I can comment and make comments there, Brian. Just so we do pay attention to the other social medias while we're doing this, everybody. It's interesting. But yeah, global is just such an awesome game. So we're looking forward to it again this year. Hopefully we can get the numbers up and get more people out there so that it makes it a worthwhile game, because there's a lot of mechanics involved with it.
So the way, and that's the thing. So before the I guess the break in the switch, you were at least 700 people, because they were capping countries at 100 people a country until other countries filled up. So you got to remember that, like, and every country filled up back before they took that break, so that's what we're looking to get back into, is trying to fill up every country. Unfortunately, I think it was this year Canada was kind of the lowest, and whatever, but
I gotta give those guys a big shout out.
Didn't come in the last.
No, the guys, and they were thrown into command at the last minute, and stuff just disappeared because the people that were in, those guys in Canada did an awesome job, and definitely should be proud of themselves.
Yeah, awesome job, guys. So let's see. You said your next thing up is
World Cup. Yeah, so we're gonna head down to World Cup. We're gonna go hang out there for a couple days and see how things are going. Check in with everybody, what's going on, see some games. hopefully I'll shoot a bunch of video and get some footage, maybe do some interviews and stuff. We'll see what we can do. And then from World Cup, we are going to spend a couple weeks just gallivanting around Florida.
Disney?
We got
what?
No. Disney will come the weekend to be. Well, you know what? I can't. We haven't been there yet, so I'm not saying we're not doing it because who knows? We may still do it. But we do have Disney World campground reservations for the week before the Jurassic game.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
the Jurassic game will be the final end of our trip before we start heading north again. I do plan on thinking about Wayne's World, but I don't know. We got some other opportunities have arisen that I may take instead of Wayne's World grand finale. But we will be heading across to Texas to official paintball for the Die Harder game. And honestly, after that, I'm up in the air. We're just going to go with the flow. We're going to have some fun. We may make it further west. I'll tell you one thing: we're not going anywhere where there's snow.
Right.
You may the family will probably see us around Christmas. I don't know. Well, we're going to figure it out. But I'm not
in my driveway when I'm down south too.
Yeah, we're gonna exactly. We know where we're going, Dale. It's been awesome. We've actually had a lot of response from everybody and friends and stuff about come, stop, stay out in front of the house for a couple days. So, Blue even invited us to his place, and then he's like, "Oh, wait a minute. That's right. You're 50 some feet long. No, you're not coming up to visit us at the top of the mountain. You're not making it."
Right.
So we're going to park in the parking lot down below, and he'll come pick us up.
That's really cool. That's so awesome.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of stuff we're looking forward to doing here, and we're going to have some fun, and we're definitely going to feed the machine that is our social media. And hopefully you guys can see some different TikTok stuff that we're doing. And I know the footage finally all uploaded to Drive, the cell phone footage. I still have all the GoPro footage to Lisa, this is see, we will be back in Michigan April 1st. So anything after April 1st, possibly.
So that
was a very fun game. That was a very fun game.
So that's one that I'm looking at. I want to do again.
But I want to do different games.
I guess
I want to go different places.
See, that's what I was saying. So now I'm kind of questioning. I played Monte Casino once. The next thing is, do I play Pirates Plunder out there, or do I play Smoke?
Yeah.
That's the new question now. Okay, I want to go back out there. There's also a game out there, Wildcat Paintball, that I want to check out.
Exactly.
So,
There's so many. Okay,
I just want to go for the fish fry.
Yes, you're right. The fish fry is definitely superb at paintball to go. So have your favorite field, everybody. Go to your favorite field. Check it out. Be loyal to it. But get the hell out and play some of these other fields. There is
check
so
out some
much.
of these other fields.
We've been to all kinds of games, and there's still tons of fields and games we have not been to. And we're going to try to make it to those games.
Make it happen.
Because there's so much.
Instance, this year, I actually made it out to Castle Conquest. I've been wanting to go to Castle Conquest.
Your first
EMR
game. EMR is awesome.
Dude, beautiful beautiful field. Dude, I'm kind of sad that I didn't make it out there prior to. Another field that I missed, because I was putting it off was PBX. I never got a chance to play that field because something always came up to where I was like, I'm going to make my way out there. CPX, right?
CPX. Yeah, I was going to be
CPX, not PBX, not Paintball Explosion, but CPX. I kept saying, I'm going to go. And then something always came up and something always pushed, and then it pushed to where I couldn't make it anymore. Like the field closed down, and unfortunately, myself and my son, we never got a chance to step foot on that field or see that field. And we always hear about how amazing that field was, how beautiful it was, just the environment of that field, and
Every
never
field has
have that
a
experience.
personality, and CPX had its personality. You know what I mean? It's
Dude.
been great.
Yeah. So Armored 21st says my brother has got me to get out to Bones and Ashes and Black Ops for the last 2 years now. Great field, dude.
I'll stop pushing the buttons, Aaron. I kept pushing the button to show that comment, and he kept pushing it.
Yeah,
Oops.
dude, that field is an amazing field. Again, that's down there in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's a field that I have went to for the last 3 years now, I think, or is it 4? Either
Jesus,
way,
I can't.
dude.
It's
In
been
fact-
awesome ever since CPX started doing stuff there. It's been fucking
Legends
great.
was there the 1 year.
Yeah, so last
Always
year
had
I
Bones
was
and
there
Ashes.
twice in 1 year. You know,
Yeah,
because I was
always
there for
had
Bones and Ashes.
And
Yep.
then they did the Emergency Living Legends there.
Yep.
The field is awesome, and get this. So they've got the new pro shop is opened up, and he's expanded. I guess this weekend-ish area, he's got some mud runs going on out there on the property with the side-by-sides and the 4x. So Nate and them have gotten this awesome system going down at Black Ops Paintball, Fayetteville, North Carolina. He's also got Black Ops Myrtle Beach. And somehow, some way, there's something in Washington that they've got something. The state of Washington, Black Ops.
Is it out that way? I couldn't remember where it was at, but he's got a third field.
I'm not too sure about that. I know the Myrtle Beach one.
Just got
Dreaded
built.
Legends. Well, Dreaded Legends is going to either be at the old field. He's trying to do it at the new field, but the problem is he's not getting the authorization to open up the new field yet from the city or whatever. So it may still be at the old field. Fun times. I've done Dreaded Legends there. Myrtle Beach.
That's coming up too, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's in a couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm south, so I'm not gonna make it. So it's kind of one of those things where there's so many games out there. It's so hard to keep it straight. That's one of the things we need to do, guys and girls from Mad Frog Militia. We need to get a calendar together for next year.
So we got to sit down and have a team meeting. That's for sure.
Via internet, because I don't live in Michigan right now.
No meeting at your house for some wings? No. Oh man,
no Detroit Wing Co. I'll tell you what though, I am going to search them out in Florida, and I am going to go to the new Orange County Choppers place in Florida while we're down there. Definitely going to do that, because that was fun. Hopefully they remember who we are a little bit. Not too much.
Just shoot them with a paintball. I'm sure it'll jog back memories.
That'll bring back memories real fast. But yeah, so definitely keep like and follow. Check out our social media. We're gonna have some road trip stuff going up on there as fast as I can feed Aaron some media for a little bit. He'll be taking care of it before he goes on a little vacation to the south as well.
Yeah. So again, like and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Again, thank you for everybody that's joined us tonight and has watched so far. We definitely appreciate you guys as we share our awesome war stories and the events that we go to and our awesome experiences at these beautiful fields that we visit.
Yeah, definitely thank you for wasting your time and listening to us. Oh, yes, Lisa, you have to find someone to... I'm sorry. Yeah, two-player Catan.
Could you not play virtually? Could you not play Catan with a video?
We'd have to get Kay involved because Kay's the one that's got the board. She's got the game now. We left it with her because we're traveling. So we're playing. Road. No, Shelly wanted to, and I kind of left it behind because we've got the two-player Catan. The two-player Catan is there's actually we still haven't opened one box, and I've only been able to get the first expansion for two-player Catan has 3 decks in it. only able to really get into one deck because when you play with that one deck, you're an asshole. You really are. You can do some stuff. You can do some stuff within that deck that just like you totally rock the other player's side, right? Like you're going, everything's great, and then all of a sudden you play this one card, and it's like, oh, give up every card but 3. It's like, oh, well, great. So we really haven't got much further past that expansion yet. Yeah. So we have more to go. So it'll definitely be fun.
Like Lisa said, paintball is family. It's more than just paintball. It's everything involved. One of the things that I missed, in fact, this year, was we had the bunkhouse games, man, and where we got together and we just made up some crazy ludicrous games, like taking and trying to make a frisbee through. We're throwing a frisbee across the room and trying to make it through like the handle of the refrigerator, or just different trick shots, and things like that. And that's what paintball is about. It's not just getting together and shooting each other, but it's about everything that takes place, in between, the hanging out, the playing the games, the beer pong tournaments, the cornhole tournaments, the dodgeball events that we did at out there at Black Ops, different things like that. That's what makes this so much fun, and it brings us all together. The campfire stories, so yeah, if you guys want to come out,
definitely look forward to this again next year, everyone, because we're going to continue with this. We will be doing it at all the Hell Survivors games. It is the Chris McMaster's Memorial.
Hey, what's going on, Alpha?
Beer pong tournament. The Chris McMaster's beer pong tournament. We'll just put it like that. That way, it's not doesn't sound blah. But we're gonna keep continuing to do this beer pong tournament. And what is up, Alpha? And probably at a couple of CPX events as well. We will be doing at Living Legends. We still have the cup and darts.
Yeah. So one of the games that we did is each person had a cup, and we sat across the room, and you threw Nerf darts, and if you could make it and stay in the cup, you got a point. And yeah, I was the champion of that. They couldn't beat me. I think Richie Rich the Great lost $20 on that. He bet $20 that he'd be able to beat me and lost it.
That's great. So definitely we have some fun. Hey, if you guys want to join the family, check out our Facebook or check out our social media, madfrogpaintball.com, and you will our website, and there is a link on there for an application, which we should probably check the applications.
Yeah, do me a favor. If you guys fill out an application, make sure you hit myself and Bill up in Messenger, so that way,
or message the page. Any of those?
Yeah, just message the page, and we'll all get a link we'll know it's there, and we'll get you guys in the system.
Because sometimes it's hard to keep track of that. Like everybody else, we all got jobs, we all get busy, and sometimes
we're driving halfway across the goddamn world.
Right, and it's hard to check. So make sure you guys send us a message. Say, hey, I filled out an application. Come and stage with us at games, and let's have a great time.
It doesn't take much to get on the team, guys and girls. It doesn't take much at all. You
just got to pass
male, female. You don't want to go on as CJ would say, you jack off. You have to pass the test, and he's in charge of the test. If you don't want to go on the field and you just want to be support, hey, come on, let us know that. It's not hard. We want to grow the family and get more people hanging out and doing stuff, with us, having more fun and expanding the family. So drop a line to us, fill out the app, let us know, and we'll get back to you, and we'll get you going, and come out and hang out with us at a couple of events, and next thing you know, you got a jersey.
Yeah. Yeah,
and a stupid call sign and a number.
And a goofy family. That's it.
Really goofy family.
And here's the other thing. A lot of people are like, oh, well, you guys travel so many. What if I can only play 2 events a year? Cool. You know,
Cool.
if that's it, you don't have to do all the crazy traveling we do. You don't have to go and play 500 games a year or anything like that. It's not a commitment like that. It's just come out and have a great time. That's it. That's what it's about. You know, and help out. You know, obviously you got to chip in. Don't come and be a bum and expect the rest of the team to cover for you.
Yeah, check out madfrogpaintball.com for a bunch of swag, boys and girls. We got all kinds of cool stuff. We got these nice little acid trip t-shirts. We got all kinds of fun stuff.
We still need to model the shorts.
Oh, we got the booty shorts. That's right. Damn. Should have said something about that this weekend. There's probably a couple of butts I would have liked to see in those booty shorts here. Anyways, you can tell I'm down to the bottom of my drink.
Yeah. With that being said, we're at an hour, guys.
Usually about the best time to leave.
So, anyways, with that being said, make sure you guys follow the stream. Make sure you guys follow the page.
Follow our social media. Follow the social media because there's going to be a bunch of cool stuff.
76,000 followers on TikTok. So, you know, keep up the awesome work on that. And thank you, Aaron, for, you know, your hard work in that. Follow
what we got going on social media, and you're going to check out where we are at next. But literally, the next step for us is going to be World Cup. You will see myself and Mama Frog and Baby at World Cup, and we'll see what we see, and we'll go from there. Some new product releases.
Hey, personally, I'm going for Dynasty. I think Ryan Greenspan's the GOAT. So, just so y'all know, that's who I'm rooting for. Dynasty's my team.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, I could be totally wrong. Is Ollie going to be at Cup?
Who?
Ollie Lang?
Oh, I see. So I was seeing some stuff about it. I'm not sure. So
it makes it interesting to wonder if that's what's going on. It's going to be
anyways, some teams to look out for come this World Cup. Dynasty, Infamous, Blast Camp. I believe Blast Camp's going to be there, and I'm cheering for those boys also. So those are my top 3 that I'm cheering for. So, you know, you got your favorite team, shout them out. Let's see how they do. I'd love to. You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see us get some brackets in on this. Like, let's make this bad boy like some like you know what I'm talking about. Let's get some brackets going. I want to see this stuff, man. I love me some World Cup. So, anyways,
it's gonna be some fun. So, we got to say once again, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for pushing the buttons in the background, Aaron. Preacher, thank you for joining me. I don't know where Shithouse has been. He's been empty, gone for a while, hasn't he?
You know he's got the lady, so yeah, Shithouse. What's up?
Anyways, thank you for joining us and wasting your evening listening to us talk. It's been a pleasure to have you, and I guess next check-in will be from World Cup. We'll see who the winners are by the time we're back on. We'll be on. I'm hoping we can do a show next weekend, and we'll talk about who won. All right. Anyhow, thank you very much. Enjoy yourselves.
Peace.
Bye.
God bless.